Hey, Fort Irwin. I'm Colonel Bomar, and I'm your Garrison Commander.
I'm Command Sgt. Major David Palmer, the Garrison Sergeant Major.
I'm Carlos Perano, I'm the Housing Chief.
And so you're wondering why we're here? Well, we're here because we're going to talk about an upcoming event. Hey, Mr. Perano, can you explain to Fort Irwin what's going to be happening in March?
Sir, in March, we're going to have a big event coming with inspections. So the National Defense Authorization Act of 2020 required that all of the Army's housing portfolio be inspected. And March 17th, we're going to start having inspections here at Fort Irwin. Every single home on the installation is going to have to get an inspection by a third party. It's a congressional mandate.
So, sir, do our residents have an option?
Sergeant Major, if residents have an option, in this case, they do not. The NDAA requires that every single home on the installation be inspected.
So they don't have an option, but do residents need to prepare?
So, sir, do residents need to prepare? In this case, they do not. As far as having to do anything in the home, it's not necessary. What they need to do is make sure that they're there during the inspection window, which is a 2-hour window. Make sure that they put pets away at the time of the visit. Otherwise, there's nothing that they need to do.
So, sir, when the inspectors come to our house, are they going to move anything, furniture, or anything?
So, Sergeant Major, whether they'll be moving anything, no. They're not going to be touching any items in the home. They're just going to be walking and doing a visual around the home. That will include the garages, every room in the home, but nothing will be touched or moved.
Okay, so while the inspections are happening, can children be present? Can they be home?
Sir, can children be home? Yes, they can be home as long as there's an adult, 18 or over. Obviously parents need to take precautions with their children, but yes, they can be home. Just make sure that the child's not, getting in the way while they're doing the inspection, but there's no problem with that.
So, sir, with everything going on, what if I'm just not available during their time that they need to come look at my house?
So, Sergeant Major, if you're not going to be available, you're ready to make plans. Soldiers are not required to be in the home, nor family members, but there has to be somebody that's 18 or over during the inspection. So if you know somebody that you trust, that you'd be comfortable with them being in your home during that time, you can do that. If you absolutely cannot find somebody 18 or over to be there and you have plans that you can't get out of, number one, please tell your command as soon as possible. Contact the housing office. What will happen in that scenario is that we will get an escort that will be with them the entire time.
Okay, so what happens if I get chosen to be an escort?
But sir, if you're chosen to be an escort, your duty is basically just to be there, be present. The whole thing is just to mitigate, having a third party in the home. You're not going to touch anything. You just walk with them. As long as you keep them in eyesight, you're fine. If you see any issues or concerns while you're in the home, route those up to the housing office. Route those up if it's a legal issue. You call the MPs. But what we don't want you to do is address anything directly with anybody there. So you're just there to observe. You're there to make sure that nothing gets touched by the vendor. And if you happen to see any concerns while you're there, bring those up. Best thing, call the housing office, and we can try to assist from there.
So if you're wondering how to schedule, on February 17th, go ahead and go to this QR code and schedule the time and date that works best for you to have someone at the house.
This is so important. You will probably be seeing door tags come in. We're putting those up. It'll have the information and schedule as well. 17th February, very important. The sooner you schedule, the more options you're going to have.
So bottom line for Irwin, this is something we have to do. There has to be someone 18 and older in the house. You can't be there. Coordinate with the escort and schedule on the 17th as soon as it opens to give you flexibility.